Hello, my beautiful light being human friends. All right, I have decided to once again do a live ET channeling session. And this is where I bring my questions to the light beings and see if they choose to answer. And today I want to know more about this 5D shift we keep hearing about so much. And what would the Pleiadians, what would they say about it? Okay, so last night, as you know, we did a live CE5 meditation, human initiated contact. And the whole point of those is my desire for you to have the same kinds of experiences I have. Of course, to increase my experiences as well, but to help you have them. And it has been my experience that direct physical contact with higher dimensional beings, their energy has an incredibly profound effect on the psyche and on the energy field, and it speeds up our ability to shift out of our third dimensional reality. In fact, my experience is that direct contact with them will begin to destroy our third dimensional reality and shift us up. So this is very blissful and very empowering and very wonderful. And it can also be, a little bit challenging, because it means in order to experience this energy, we have to die to our attachment to the third dimension. I do want to get started here soon, but I know it takes people a few minutes to get here. There was a channeling we did not too long ago. If you remember, whoever I was channeling, whichever ET race I was channeling, they were saying that there was going to be a lot of false ET and UFO disclosure, and there was going to be a lot of disinformation and fake stuff that was going to get thrown at us. And I've seen that. I've seen some very disturbing things. It's reached into places I didn't think it would. I won't talk about that on this video, but if I can, I will on other videos. So I want to do whatever I can to bring true disclosure. And true disclosure, really the best way to do that is to have personal contact with these beings. So I think what we'll do, the light beings are here. So last night we did, I get a little fuzzy when the energy starts getting high. We did a CE5, and specifically I felt the impetus to talk to the Pleiadians, to go to their home, and we did that, and that was because they had come to me earlier in the day, and I felt very strongly their energy, and they were giving me at least I interpreted the information to mean that they were going to be very powerfully showing up during that meditation. And so I thought, let's just go and talk to them. And it turned out to be very powerful for me. I don't know what it was like for you, but for me it was very powerful. So let's go ahead and again just do a very brief CE5 protocol, which is I won't get into the specifics, you already know, but what it does is it creates an interdimensional portal that allows us to have direct interaction with these beings. And so then I will go ahead and see what they would like to say. I can already feel them, but I want you guys to be a part of it. So we'll go ahead and do this. So if you would please just simply close your eyes, begin breathing long and deep. Feel yourself connecting directly to the earth. We'll do the whole breath one time. So just inhale and chant with me. Continue breathing long and deep. Focus on your heart. Allow your heart energy to expand, knowing that this is your soul. Allow your soul energy to come out of your body, rise up above your body, and allow yourself to go up through the roof of your home, up into the sky. Continue climbing up into the sky until we break through Earth's atmosphere, and we're now floating in interplanetary space, looking down on Earth. You can see the sun and the moon. And at this point, if you would, please send out a mental invitation to the Pleiadians, asking them to come and to share with us their knowledge and their energy and their love. So go ahead and send out this request in your own words right now. And now, if you would please send out the mental invitation to your personal guide, whoever that is, and ask your light being guide to come to you. Now, if you would please, imagine that you and your light being friends are following your energy back down into Earth's atmosphere, and your desire to lead them to your home is creating a wormhole, a portal through which their energy is able to travel. And they are following us as we go back down into Earth's atmosphere, all the way down. You can see now your country. Go closer and closer. You can see the state you live in, the city that you live in. Closer still, you can see your neighborhood, and there's your home. Go ahead and allow your energy to gently come down through the roof, gently down into your body. Now that you're back in your body, go ahead and clench muscles, move around. And now, with your eyes still closed, go ahead and look up through your crown. See this light portal that you've created, and you can see all of the light beings coming down through this portal into your physical area. All right. So if you would please just spend a moment with your guides and simply ask them to greet you and communicate with you in whatever way that they wish. And please bring your attention back to the sound of my voice. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to ask our friends to just begin communicating whatever they would like to talk about. So hello to you, my friends. What would you like to say? We feel such joy in being allowed to be a part of your lives. We are so happy. You can't even begin to imagine how excited we are at this shift that is coming. There has been a portal created as a result of the energies in your solar system that has allowed for an energetic transfer and allowed us to send our energy directly into your world and directly to you. Michael has explained in his other videos why this time is so incredibly powerful and why we are able to connect with you and communicate with you. So wherever you are, please take some time to relax and allow yourself to feel our energy. We are in your physical space, and we would like to send the powerful healing energy that we live with into your bodies and into your minds. And if you'd like to receive this, you may ask. Just open yourself up, and we will be more than happy to allow you to feel us right where you are. Okay, this is me, Mike, and I am suggesting that if you want to have a more powerful or a stronger experience, that you ask them if they would like to give you an even stronger connection. Go ahead and do that. I've said numerous times, I've said to light beings, give me as much energy as you want to give me. And sometimes that works very well. And ask if there's anything that you can do in your thought process, your mentality, which will allow you to experience them on an even deeper level that has even more meaning for you. Go ahead and ask that. Okay, so what they've told me is that the more that I talk for them, the more powerful my experience will be. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Thank you, my Pleiadian friends. What else would you like to say to my friends? We'd like them to know that they're coming to a juncture where the energies are going to begin diverging even more. And things are going to feel chaotic for those that aren't clear on where they want to go. We've already told Michael that he may be leaving this world soon, so he's now focused on that. And we've noticed a shift in him There's a lot more stability in his mind and his energy. And so we'd like to address that with each of you. Where would you like to go? What would you like to do? Who would you like to be? What's going to come is the ability for you to decide who you really want to be. And of course, this is the person that you've been in multiple lives, both on and off of Earth. And the farther away you get from your earthly incarnations, the closer you get to your divine reality, your divine identity. So go ahead and allow yourself that. The more that you focus away from earthly connections and more towards your truest, most ideal dharmic person, the person that is most closely aligned with your ultimate overarching path in all of these lives, the closer that you focus on that, the easier the shift will be. People around you are going to continue to start acting strangely for some of you. For others, you're going to see people begin to seemingly overnight become very focused and very aligned. And this is the great aligning. Everything is beginning to align towards its light path. As I'm saying this is Mike, I'm seeing all of these things as I'm trying to put into words what I'm seeing. But I'm seeing like humans becoming aligned internally, and then there's this light, wave of light or ray of light that comes out of them that goes off into infinity, and that connects the person to higher dimensional selves. But that's what's happening. There's this journey that's coming, and I'm seeing multiple versions of this. I'm seeing like different wavelengths, if you will. And each one of those wavelengths is an identity that you can choose to adopt. You are a probability, as Mike says. You are a probability, and you can choose which probability you would like to have. We'd like to address people who may be struggling, may be feeling a lot of pain, and feeling trapped and feeling like they are blocking themselves. And really what that is that you are operating from old unconscious karmic guilt, and it creates a loop in your mind, and you're not able to find a way out. But that is really a lie that you tell yourself to keep you from moving forward. And Mike has a good way of operating through that, understanding how making choices in spite of your feelings and impulses towards your highest dharma. It's really very simple. And once you make the decision that it is simple, you can make these adjustments. You can make one adjustment at a time. And each time you make an adjustment, you enter into a completely different probable universe for yourself. And so you can decide here and now how far along the path you'd like to go. And so what I'm seeing is a spectrum, like a spectrum of light. And you don't have to go through it like you would normally, one step at a time. We're at a crossroads, a junction where all of the different steps are in front of us, all the different wavelengths. And you can merely shuffle through and pick the one that you want. And we are here to help you with that. We are doing something now that has never been done before and has never been allowed. And what you and Michael have been doing in these meditations has been moving past all of the barriers that normally block us from interacting with Earth and with humans. Because up until now it was against the rules for us to influence people with our energy unless somebody worked very, very, very hard through meditation and through spiritual practices. If somebody hadn't done that for decades, we normally weren't allowed to interact with humans on an open, transparent basis, which is what we are doing now. And if you can allow yourself to believe what is happening, that is, it may be very challenging. It's challenging for Mike to believe it. We're working very hard to help him see and accept. But he's an unusual case because of his karmic background. We already have a lot of karmic permission to really work on him very hard, and he actually is responding to this well, but not all humans are able to respond to that level of exposure. So it's important that you make the decision how far you want to take this. And if you are willing to, we will help you as much as is possible. And so you can choose to reach up energetically. And if you reach up to us, we will come down and take a hold of you and pull you the rest of the way, as long as you aren't attaching to this reality. It's okay to feel attached. Attachment doesn't come from feeling alone. It comes from the belief and the actions that you take. Those are the things that attach you. So allow yourself the right to feel some challenge and feel some uncomfortable feelings as you reach up out of your third dimensional attachments. Okay. Let's see what else. Okay, now they're asking me what would I like to ask them. Okay, they're encouraging me to ask the deep questions that I have. So this is going to get personal, and anyway, you guys get to listen to this, for better or for worse. All right, I would like to know more about this King of Earth stuff you guys have been telling me. I understand the past, and it makes sense, and I'm able to accept that past kingship. Clearly, my experience in my third dimensional reality is I'm not recognized as that by this world. Not that I'm seeking that, but what would it mean in the new world? How does that work? You're asking a question that hasn't been asked yet. We want you to know how deep this goes, Mike. It goes much deeper than you're able to comprehend. You're a lot more than what you appear to be. This is true for many people. It is especially true of you. You are not the person you've been pretending to be. We are going to align with you as we did last time, and you'll begin remembering last time that we were the ones that worked with you and guided you. We were your advisors when you were a small boy back on Atlantis, and we educated you through your whole life about who you were. So you had special education, and we allowed your energy body to expand beyond normal human range, because that was also your original intention before you helped to create the world. So this comes down to your ego. If you're willing to drop your false humility about who you are, we will be able to expand you into the role that you have always held. And this is true for all of you who are listening. We're sharing this with Michael openly so that you will see that this applies to you. This was part of his purpose in coming here, was to have this grand awakening and to do it publicly in front of the world so that everyone else could see for themselves what this would be like. Michael chose to come here and give himself a challenging life so that his awakening would be real. It wouldn't be just an act, it wouldn't be superficial, that he would have as much difficulty as anybody. But because it has been so difficult, he can show others how to do the same thing. And where you end up, Mike, is going to be completely up to you. So what have your fantasies been when you go to 5D? Well, I've imagined myself in a crystal throne in a new earth that's like this one, but without all of the cities and all the people. And my throne sits on a power center on earth. And when I meditate, I disappear and I turn into a huge ball of light that encompasses the earth and allows people to be their true self. So then why aren't you doing that now? Am I able to do that now? You've been doing it, you just don't realize it. This facade is coming down, Mike. And when it comes down, you're going to see what you've done. to create this world, and you're holding on to doubt as a protective shield, because you know the moment that you drop the doubt and you fully allow yourself to believe, that you will stop being a human as you know it. And nothing will ever be the same. And now I'm seeing and feeling this huge light begin to grow around me and off into the distance, a beautiful multicolored light, ball of light just expanding. And thank you. What would you like to say? We don't need to say anything. We're showing you. We're showing you what is going to happen. And what you've imagined, if you are aware, when you go to 5D, you're not creating it anymore, are you? No, it's already there. Right, so you've already created it. And so what will happen is you will awaken in that spot. And as I'm listening to this, I'm seeing in my mind, I'm seeing all of the people that are there in my new earth. All of the beings and all the people that have been waiting for me, they're waiting for me. And, all right, so what is it you're trying to tell me? That it is your job to also make way for others to come with you, to follow behind you. So you owe it to the world to drop your false humility, your disbelief. This isn't about you anymore, it's about them. You remember what happened last time? And you remember what happened when you didn't listen to us? So you know you've felt this, we're telling you. We are officially advising you to believe. And people are waiting for you and using you as an example. So it's not about you anymore. You don't have any connection to anybody in your human life. They're all dead or gone. So you have nothing to hold you back. Now they ask, what else would you like to know? And nothing is coming to mind at the moment. Okay, so I'm seeing them sort of standing back and patiently just being with us and waiting. Okay, so I'm going to bring myself back into this reading here. All right. Does anybody have any questions about the shift, the ascension? Let's keep the questions to that, please. And if you have any questions, I will ask and see if I can hear a response. I know there's a delay, so it'll take a little bit for people to hear that. And Okay, any questions? No? Okay, well, if there aren't any questions, we can make this a rather short channeling. So, what are you guys asking me? All right, let's see. Something about did I want to ask where they were going, and I wasn't sure what that meant. Jedi Black Knight question. My daily practices used to involve bringing solar flash to Earth, but now that the solar flash is over, what would you suggest? Okay. Let's see. Okay, so the response is that it's not so much that the solar flash is over, it's really just kind of begun. You're still going to see more solar energy, so you can continue to do that practice. We are moving towards an existence that is going to be more intuitive, more emotional. So we won't have to understand or intellectually know things like we have had to do in the third dimension. So the short answer, Jedi Black Knight, is do you feel the energy when you do it? Do you feel joy when you do it? And then the other response I'm getting is that the practice that you've created is going to be a practice taught to people in the new world. Remember, it's going to take many years and centuries to become truly rooted in the new world, and remember that it takes many thousands of years Earth time for you to get to back to the golden age again. So there will always be a place for these practices. The Huar mantra is the energy that will continue to be used for a very long time. So I hope that answered your question. So keep doing it. So it was awakened to you not to use just a little bit, but to keep doing it. And you can keep increasing the solar flash energy. Longshot says, what will we become? Well, that's a big question. What will we become? Okay, they're very happy about this. We want you to know how happy this makes us. You are going to become beings that have never existed before. They're laughing out of glee. This is absolutely phenomenal for them. You're going to become beings that have never existed before, and you will be the rainbow children. We will call you the rainbow children. That's why Michael is constantly talking about rainbow colored energy, because that's what Earth is going to be. Earth is going to have so many various shades of energy and consciousness and colors. And there is really no other planet anywhere like Earth, even now. Even with all of the challenges that are happening in this lower frequency, Earth is so incredibly diverse, and so many different light being cultures have created and invented things. I mean, look at all of the plants and the animals, all of the beings from all other planets have placed forms of life on there. The mantis being a good example, the snakes, the nagas, all of them. That's why there's so many different animals on your planet, and there's so many different forests and different ecosystems. It's not like that on many other planets. So that is going to continue to flourish, and it's going to be an experience. The other civilizations are going to come to Earth to expand their frequencies. When beings come to the new Earth, it's going to expand all of the colors. They're going to expand into other frequencies. It'll be coming to Earth for other beings will be like what it is for the average person who does ayahuasca. It's a very mind-bending experience. Earth is going to be like the ayahuasca for the light beings. They're all laughing. They think that's hilarious. And they're laughing so hard they're crying. But it's so true. And human beings are going to be the shaman kings of the multiverse. And beings are going to come and ask humans to guide them into this experience. Just being in the new Earth frequency is going to be a real trip for these beings. Human beings who have ascended, they will enjoy it because of the intense pressure that their souls have been under. They don't realize that these energies have been concentrated inside of them. And then, like an accordion, when they get into 5D, they're just going to expand into all of these different colors. Human beings are going to realize that the end result of the third dimensional experiment is that it has created within them a very powerful love. They don't feel it now so much because everything is squished down. But imagine all of your emotions that you feel. Every human feels like they have more emotions than is possible. Every human feels like they have more emotions than anybody else. And yet, in the third dimension, you're not allowed to express them because they can get you hurt. But in the new 5D, you'll be able to comfortably expand into all of the emotions that are within you. And the love that is going to come forth from humans is going to be amazing and unbelievable. And the earth herself will continue to be a goddess, but she will be a goddess that the other civilizations worship. Earth is going to be once again the premier destination of the multiverse. We love Earth. We Pleiadians, we love Earth. We think we love Earth more than any of the other ET races. Nobody can compete with humans because you have lived here and been molded by this energy. So when you awaken, we will all be in awe. People will come to Earth just to be in your aura. People will come, I'm feeling a lot of emotion here. People will come just to sit at your feet and allow the rainbow energy to come off of you and heal them and empower them. You have no idea what's coming. You can't know yet, but trust us, it's going to be unbelievable. Okay? All right. Let's see how much more of these questions I can take. I don't know if I can take any more. Thordis, how is humanity responding to the upgrade work and the high level energies? Thordis, do you remember us? We used to work with you. It's okay for you to acknowledge that you are an operative on Earth. You're here to help those poor humans. You've always known this. It's okay now to see what it is. You're not from here. You're not one of them. You're here to help. And to answer your question, it's going to be very challenging for them. Let's see, what was your question? I don't know what they're responding to. Thortes. Oh, how is humanity responding to the upgrade work? Sorry, I just need to know what is coming out of my mouth. I didn't know what they were talking about. So they're going to have a hard, they're laughing. They think this is hilarious. They're going to have a hard time with this. You know that. You have a power that stabilizes them. We're sorry that it has been difficult and confusing for you because you've always known you don't align with them. Yeah, I'm like that too. I don't align with humans very well. So what will help you is to understand that you are different. And you're not just different, you are, quote, superior to them in terms of your ability to handle this. What is stopping you from accepting your role is the fear of your power. So we know that as the energy has hit you and your connection to your guides has hit you, that you've felt like it was too much, but that's because you're pretending to be a human. They think that's hilarious. And it's just okay to be the Thordis that you really are. That name Thordis has actual meaning, and she knows what that is. So expand into who you are. And they're going to have a hard time. They are having a hard time. There are so many that haven't even begun to awaken yet. Okay, what else? Jedi Black Knight, I feel massive energy up my spine like a lightning rod, connecting my root reptoid self with my master self. Well, good. That's my goal. I'm doing these. I'm not doing these channelings, just as a sideshow circus act. I'm doing it, not that you think I am, but I'm doing it so that as an act of channeling the energy. And it is my hope that people who watch these and interact with them, the energy will hit them as well. I want to transfer the energy or have it transferred to you. Grim Reaper question, any advice for me? He's not ready for what we're about to show him. They laugh. But you'll see it soon. So the advice is get ready. Just get ready for what you don't understand. And meditate for that. Meditate on help me to expand into what is coming. Vince, question. What deity am I? What would be the best advice for my spiritual counsel? Okay, those are two very different questions. All right, so I'm going to try and forget what I know about him and see what you guys say. What deity is Gebo? They say you know already. And they wink and they smile. They say you know. What would be the best advice for my spiritual counseling clients who are struggling? They're going to turn this question around on you and they're going to say the best advice for your clients is that you become more comfortable in yourself. So there's a principle that, the students will mirror the teacher, and you heard this phrase, you can't transmit something you haven't got. So the best advice for them is that you empower yourself. When you do that your life will be their advice. I'm struggling with impatience. How can I help heal them? Okay, so that's how. Jedi Black Knight, do the Pleiadians pick up on my Neigong practice every night? They're like, we know where you are, and you should know that. You should know that we pick up on it. There are other beings that are picking up on your energy as well. So they're saying that the work that you do is not necessarily Pleiadian. It's, I think we know what it is. It comes from the Nagas and it comes from the mantis beings. Those the in case anybody wants to know where the Maoshan practices came from, it came from Nagas and mantises. And anybody alive, including myself, including you, Jedi Black Knight, anybody who's gone into that practice and you've intuited and created a practice, it's because you've downloaded it from them. What else? I do invite them. Okay, yeah. How do I commune with the Pleiadians? Oh, that's a good question. That's a question I have too. How do we commune with the Pleiadians? We're always here with you. Here's what you may not have understood. We are the guardians and the guides of all humans. You've seen how we're depicted. We look human. That's because we're very much like you. We are the counterbalance to the Andromedan intensity. We give meaning and purpose to the power. but we love humans. We would sacrifice ourselves for them. We think that humanity is the ultimate expression of consciousness as it continues to go forward. It will be this. Okay, so where did that question come from? How do I commune with the Pleiadians? So, okay, so how do people commune with you? So we're already communing with you. We're communing with you now. So I guess they're saying there isn't any special way. You just have the desire to do that. All right, so I don't know how many more questions I'm going to take. So don't take it personally, guys. I'm starting to run out of steam. I'm going to look for questions that I think would be good. You can save these questions and ask them again in either in sessions or things like that, or in other channelings. Jedi Black Knight asks, I think, a very important question. He wants to know, does he have anything to do with the Atlantis events that brought him into, he has some personal experiences, some up and down experiences that he goes through. So that's an important question. So, does Jedi Black Knight have built any karmic residue from the Atlantis scenario? We know where he's going. He's got some other work to do, which we're not going to talk about right now. But he can continue to do the work that he's doing. And I keep seeing, again, Nagas and reptilian beings that are working with you. So anything about Atlantis? Atlantis was a Naga idea? So this goes back to the reading that we had together. So it's not feeling like you have a past life situation with me. A lot of people have that I've talked to. Not that you didn't, you may have had, but the issue that you're talking about isn't from something that happened in Atlantis because I took us off course. It goes deeper than that. It goes beyond. It goes to who you were, that you discovered you were before you came here. So I'm not getting a full thing on it. I'm getting the sense this is something you should explore with your Naga friends. Meditate and ask them. It has something to do with your 5D identity. Yeah. So it seems pretty complicated. And anyway, that's the direction to go. All right. So I'm going to ask that you guys save the questions after that for either a personal session with me or some other time, just because my instrument is running out of juice here. I can't. I need to relax. So anyway, that's it. That's tonight's reading. Thank you all very much. You guys know where to go. In case you don't know what's going on, we are doing, again, all of the live guided things here. Let's see, we've got the readings, I'm still doing those. Go to channel.thunderwizard.com. That's a really good way. It's better than this to get a really good reading on who you are, your 5D integration, because they can be long and intense, and it's not something that I can do just in short questions like this. We've got the ET Channeling Interdimensional Communication Zoom workshop that I've just started. And you can subscribe to that at thunderwizard.com, and you go to, don't subscribe for free, that doesn't do it. You have to actually go and look for this specific thing, the Channeling and Interdimensional Communication Workshop. And what we'll do is we'll do CE5 together, and we'll connect with light beings, and people can try to interpret messages and see what their gifts are, and we'll learn the difference between, am I making this up, or is this coming from them, or that's what I want to do in that. So if you want to do that, go and subscribe to that. We also have the interdimensional mentorship. I am doing that. I'm finding that to be interesting. So that's so if you've seen on the channel with Vince, Vince is one of those. And so you see 2 videos of Vince, or Gebo the shaman, the priest. He's the Egyptian priest guy. And you see what happens in the first one. There's an awakening and an awareness, and then in the second one it goes even deeper. And so it doesn't have to be a one-time thing. And I'm finding that the deeper you go, you get more and more information. So that's what can happen here. Light beings mentor you, and instead of me telling you what to do, the light beings will tell you, where to go next and what to do in terms of your learning. All right, so that's that. So channel.thunderwizard.com, thunderwizard.com, and go check out all of the membership options to see what's there. And my books, michaeldenny.org. So Jacob, I'm glad that you're here, and I'm glad that you're enjoying the channel. I encourage you to actually put more time and effort in the channel. Find one video where I talk about Lucifer. I don't talk about him. So there's a lot of stuff that I don't teach. I don't agree with a lot of other spiritual teachers out there on a lot of different things. So the more that you know about what I teach on the channel, the better you'll be able to ask questions. So that question of wanting to know more about your connection and relationship with Lucifer, Lucifer just means the light bringer. And so if you mean Lucifer, again, I don't know where you're coming from with this. So unfortunately, I can't help you with that. Maybe the light beings can, but again, I'd have to get past my problem with that. But anyway, I hope that's not a problem for you. All right, and then Vince and Thordis thank me. So, again, I don't know who Lucifer is from Sirius. All right, well, see, the name is getting iffy and weird, and you know what I mean? You can see that. It creates a conflation with the biblical Lucifer and all that stuff. So, that's Mark Grayson talking. Well, anyway, that's what people say. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. Again, the whole biblical Lucifer, I would just toss that idea out the window. There's no evil, dark angel. All that is nonsense. All that is made up nonsense. So I may be the wrong person to channel that because of my issues with it. But I do recommend learning more about what I teach. The more that you know about what I teach, that'll give you a better idea of what questions, where to go with the questions. And I don't know everything. I'm not saying I know everything. I don't. There's other stuff to know out there. But, there are people out there that are giving bad advice. And there are channelers out there that are giving extremely bad, sometimes bad, it's not harmful, it's just nonsensical bad stuff. And then there's some stuff that's outright lies and destructive. So I do think that we should be critical thinkers, and we should get educated on what all this stuff is. And anyway, that's what my books and stuff are for, in case you want to know. All right. That's it for me, my friends. I appreciate you being here. And until next time, please be very good to yourselves. Keep this channel in your meditations. The same thing. I know everybody is struggling right now. This channel is really struggling to keep its head above water. So if you've been looking to take some risks and, be a part of what we're doing, if you've been a part of it in the past and you've walked away for whatever reason, this is a good time to come back and be a part of the things, the things that we do on this channel that help keep the channel viable. So I appreciate everybody who does support the channel and has supported the channel. I appreciate all of you very much. All right, my friends, that's it. I love you all. Be good to yourselves, and I will see you all very soon.